To the Scottsdale Vibes podcast. I'm Alicia Haygood. We are jumping right into February, and I am so excited to celebrate all things Love Local to go along with our Scottsdale City Lifestyle publication. And this week, I'm so excited to introduce you to the Executive Director of Scottsdale Leadership, Lee Ann Witt, who is going to be telling us all about this leadership program, why it's important to Scottsdale, how it got started. As an alumni myself, I'm very excited to share this program with you. But first, let's talk about our favorite State Farm agent. Jeremy Mueller has lived in Arizona and knows this area as well as anybody. His life in Arizona moves fast, and getting stressed about insurance coverage is the last thing you need. So give Jeremy Mueller Insurance a call. With over 25 years of serving Scottsdale in 3 local offices, Jeremy and his team know the area and have the know-how to help you with home, auto, life, and business insurance. Get the solid support and great service you deserve with Jeremy Mueller. You can get in touch with him at jeremymueller.com or give him a call at 480-515-5223. Scottsdale Leadership has been developing and connecting leaders in our city for nearly 40 years. And chances are, if you're involved in the community, you have felt its impact in one way or another. From nonprofit boards and city commissions to business leadership and civic engagement, Scottsdale Leadership helps people better understand the city they live in, work in, and how they can play a role in shaping its future. So today I'm joined by Lee Ann Witt, the Executive Director of Scottsdale Leadership. And as a former alumni with Class 39, we are the GOATs. You should know that for anyone that hasn't. We are here, and this program is very close to my heart, so I'm excited to teach you about it. We're going to talk about what Scottsdale Leadership really is, how it benefits this city, why it continues to be such a transformational experience for so many people. So, Lee Ann, I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Because you and I, obviously, being in Scottsdale Leadership, you running the organization, being an alumni, we forget sometimes to how to explain this organization and really what it means. Most importantly to me, I don't think people understand the influence that we've had on the community and helping it grow. With 75 years birthday for Scottsdale, 40 years of Scottsdale Leadership, yes. It's going to be fun. So for you, how does Scottsdale Leadership really describe its role in the city?
We develop leaders within our program to go out and make a connection, find a passion in a way to serve, to give back to the community. And that can be in a number of ways. You know, serving on your HOA, being part of the school, serving on boards and commissions that are appointed, nonprofit boards. You know, we got a lot of requests from organizations looking for leaders to come onto their board of directors.
This 40 years we're celebrating right now, so Class 40, which is amazing. Let's talk about why this was created, the purpose, and how the beginning of 40 years, where we evolved today.
Well, as I've been told, we started with 4 founders. 3 of them had gone through Valley Leadership.
Okay.
And as they talked, they said, you know, we really need something like this in Scottsdale that's unique to Scottsdale. So the 4 heads got together, and they're prominent people. Dr. Art Decabooter, who was president of SCC, former Mayor Sam Campana, former banker Don Ruff, and then realtor Gary Shapiro. And they put this together, and they chose the first class because they wanted to have a diversity of industries. And so they picked those people to start the first class. And the purpose was to go out and know how our community works and how we can make a difference. How do we work hand in hand? Keep in mind, 40 years ago, Scottsdale was a lot smaller, okay?
I mean, let's talk about 10 years ago, how small it was
right,
compared to now.
Right. And so the Scottsdale then and the Scottsdale now is the same, and yet it's grown and it's evolved. So has Scottsdale Leadership. So after the chosen class, then we began interviewing, and we have people apply, and they were interviewed and selected for the class. And so 39 classes later, here we are at Class 40.
That's crazy.
You know, we had a good time with Class 39 last year.
I know you do.
Yes.
We're the GOATs for a reason. I get it.
Yes, you are.
What is Scottsdale Leadership? Talk about, it's a 9-month program that kind of scares people off. It's really not. Talk about what Scottsdale Leadership is as a whole.
Well, one, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We actually started with the chamber back in 1986, and 10 years later, we broke off to become our own 501c3.
Okay.
The 9-month program is September through the 1st of May, and a couple of years ago we tacked on the retreat. So we actually start August 21st this year. We do a 1-day retreat, and then we start classes September 18th, and about 2 Fridays a month, every other Friday, through the 1st of May, we are focusing each day on a particular topic or industry, such as healthcare, education, history, city government, technology, public safety. We have a separate day for fire, a separate day for police, arts and culture. Every day is focused on those topics, and we bring in subject matter experts. We're in a different location every class day. We have panels. We have interactive activities. We may be on a bus going to several locations. We do the water treatment plant tour. We do a number of things that not every citizen has access to. You're also meeting all of our alumni, and many of those are the ones who helped shape Scottsdale. They had the vision, and we're enjoying that now. And when you know the rich history behind this, you appreciate it so much more. But every class day, we've got students that are coming out saying, I didn't know about this. This is fabulous. This is one of a kind. Scottsdale's known for this, and this is incredible information. Some have even said, oh, it's like getting a PhD in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Well, it is, because you're putting in that time, a full day every other Friday. And then midway through the year, we break the class down into small groups, and we match them to a nonprofit organization that has submitted an application that they have an unfulfilled need, and we're able to go in there and help develop that project or that need for them through manpower, volunteering. You've got brain power here. These small teams are brain power teams that help that project along. It could be designing a business plan. You did Miracle League last year, so you all redid the press box and provided some marketing and website. It can go from planting a garden and everything around it, new plants, murals, and whatever. The sky is the limit.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot since these projects.
We'll talk about PLIFs, because that's a whole nother question I want to dive deeper into, because it's important. We have so many amazing nonprofits here, and that's really what it's about. I want to ask you really quick, though, follow up. How do you pick these days, and why do you pick certain days and themes to focus on when it comes to these leadership programs?
We evaluated during the year and after the year, and are the topics still relevant?
Okay.
Are there any ones that we need to not do anymore? Are there ones we need to just park for a year and then bring it back? New technology is a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, we've recognized that the last couple of years, that it's ever changing and it's going so fast. And how do we utilize it? And what do we need to know? And how can we stay ahead of it? How do we lead teams? That's just one example. Many of the topics are relevant throughout, such as healthcare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's changing all the time. And we're now not just a tourism town. We're a technology town. We're a healthcare town. We've got lots of eggs in different baskets.
Which is great to see.
It's awesome.
You also mentioned this, and this key word, it really does bring diversity from industries around here. Talk about the founding fathers and why that is so important. And it kind of correlates to what you were just saying. We still have healthcare every single day, but healthcare is evolving, and the class is different every year depending on what's going on. Why is it important that we get a diverse group of people to join this leadership program?
I love this question, because I look at it as, diversity of thought, diversity of experience, diversity of industry. The age ranges anywhere from about late 20s all the way up through mid 70s has been. Male-female ratio, about 50-50, sometimes a little, more one year or the other. But we only want a few from the different industries. I'll give an example. One year we had 10 realtors in the class. That's not where we need to be. We need to have that, just a few from each of the different industries and the new industries that are popping up.
Yeah.
And so it's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And as we meet these folks and we interview these folks, we're, pulling from all these different companies and independents as well, that will make an impact as a class, and what they want to do, making an impact in the community going forward. A lot of times they don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun watching somebody spark that interest and go, I want to explore that a little bit more. I would like to be part of that board. Oh, can you get me a connection to this? Absolutely.
I mean, it's funny because you have people that go through this program that have born and raised here, and you still learn things. Me, I went through as an independent, being in the industry I am for media and only living here for 6 years at the time. It was like, I don't know anything about Scottsdale. And I moved here right before COVID. So now I really know nothing about Scottsdale. it was a crash course for me, and I think that's what I enjoyed the most out of it. The connections you get, the opportunities you get, and the experience of the behind the scenes access. You really get so much unknown knowledge thrown at you. You really do graduate, like you said, with a PhD and stuff like this. It is a giving back organization. We are a nonprofit in every way, from how we lead to how we run. Let's dive into a little bit more of this. It's called Project Lead It Forward, the PLIF. This is somewhat newer over the past few years. We won last year, Miracle League, because we're the GOATs. I don't want to, it's amazing. It was a great opportunity for me as an alumni. I liked it because we got to break up into smaller groups. So we got to know those people in our groups a little bit more. It was amazing how you realize everyone's different strengths and that, and coming together. Talk about the nonprofit industry. It's so big here in Scottsdale and so powerful, and how you really work this into the concept of of our leadership program.
Well, it's really a lot of things. It's the team learning how to manage a project and work together. They've come to know each other for 6 months. Mm-hmm. It's a need out there in the community that all the nonprofits, or many of them, have needs that they need that they can't get to. They may be small. They may not have enough staff. They may not have enough money. Excuse me. Nonprofits can apply, and schools too. It's not limited. Okay, can apply to Scottsdale Leadership, and we look at their applications to make sure that what they're needing and want fits into the timeline of 4 months, and the scope is reasonable. Now, our teams like to go in and they say, okay, this is what they need, but wow, wouldn't it be great if they could do that? And then they're like, wow, this would be even better. We emphasize to the teams, and we give them an advisor as well as the benefactor as part of the team, that it gets very competitive. You have a lot of A-type personalities.
Well, I mean, you're looking at leaderships, Lee Ann, let's be real.
I know.
Most leaders are type A.
I know. But the purpose is then to benefit that organization. And through that, you're learning how to work together, how to do new skills that maybe you don't use in your normal job. Even just scheduling is sometimes a big thing, trying to get 12 people together, to schedule this. But in the end, they put together a presentation, they have marketing materials, and then they present to the community and our alumni May 8th, which is open to the public to come and see that in the afternoon. And then we conclude with a graduation.
It's a big deal. Yeah,
it's a big
fun. Deal. When you talk about the diversity of the leaderships that we bring in and the different industries, what is the biggest thing that you look for? Is it emerging leaders, seasoned professionals, or is it anyone that has a passion and wants to get know more about Scottsdale? What are you kind of looking for?
Well, all of the above. I mean, like I said, our age range is usually about late 20s up to mid 70s. We're looking for people that want to give back, want to learn more. They have a passion. They just need to know what the resources are and how to get connected. We look at experience level. The young ones teach the wiser ones a lot, but the wiser ones teach the younger ones a lot, and in the mix. And again, the world is changing so much. There are basic fundamentals that are going to be necessary across the board.
Right.
And then we have this technology thing that keeps evolving and changing up things. And
daily, I feel
yes,
like.
it's kind of like asking your kid to program VCR's now out of it. That's the ages me. But, asking your kid to show you on this, and you're like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to do that. So it's teaching each other. It's learning from each other. And then I think the friendships and the connections that are made are life-changing.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, this is truly life-changing. For a lot of them, it enhances what they do and can get their foot in the door quicker and know how to get things done.
What are the expectations from the leaders when they graduate in May?
We tell them right up in the interview that our expectation is that you are going to go out and serve the community in one way or the other. Towards the end of the program, we also let them know that we want you to stay involved in Scottsdale Leadership to help carry this forward, okay? So there's a number of ways that they can get involved within Scottsdale Leadership. Even though we have a 9-month program, we run alumni events concurrently for our alumni to stay engaged, to learn, to give back, community service projects and whatever. And we're just now developing an executive program for CEOs and C-suite people. It'll be on a shorter time frame. It'll be less daily time, 3 to 4 hours, and it's going to hit the golden nuggets as well as who are the key people that you need to know to further your business along and how to work together. And then also, how can we get your business integrated into the community you give back?
Yeah. What do you think has been the most difficult part of your leadership tenure?
Well, when we came in 2019, our admin went on maternity leave. We didn't know what we had in the files. We had a big luncheon, and then COVID decided to show up in March. And so the whole world turned upside down. And how do you take an interactive program and take that on the air or Zoom or, whatever we did? And in fact, that group, Class 34, we had a drive-in graduation. We sat in the parking lot 6 feet apart with a food truck, and we adapted like everybody else did. Yeah. That has been challenging for us to get through all those hurdles, to understand where we were in leadership and where we need to be.
Where do we need to be? What's next?
Well, like I said, got this executive program under our belt.
Yeah.
We are expanding our PLIF to include an alumni project, which we've not done before, simply because our alumni are saying, hey, that was fun. I miss it. I would like to get back involved. And so this year, for the first time, we're doing simply an all alumni project in Lexie's Ranch.
I love that. What are you most excited about for the city of Scottsdale as we celebrate 75 years and Scottsdale Leadership for 45 years, both huge milestones. We tend to always get these milestone moments to be like, what's next? What do we need? That 5-10-year plan. What's the 5-year 10 plan for Scottsdale Leadership? What would you like to see it go?
I'd like to have a little bit bigger staff than the 2.5 people that we have. I'd like to enhance our programming a little bit more. We belong to ALP, which is the Association of Leadership Programs across the nation. And so I stay in touch. I use their resources and understand what are other opportunities in other parts of the country that might be a good fit for Scottsdale Leadership. But in order to do that, you also have to have the manpower to facilitate this and make it happen.
What do you think are the biggest surprises that you have had coming through Scottsdale Leadership and as a leader?
Well, I'm on air, so we've run into some everyday life. I mean, we have an abundance of people that are happy to help out with planning and working with our assistant director on the planning of each day. That's great. Getting people involved more, where a lot of people have, I've been there, done that, been on this board, but presenting those opportunities to those new and up-and-comers. Keeping up with technology is hard for me.
Yeah, I get that. I'm the same way.
I'm doing my best, and so is the staff. Our younger staff member, Michelle, she can do everything in 5 minutes, and it takes me 5 hours.
Yes.
So it's staying ahead. Getting out to sponsors, getting out to new relationship building, there's only so much time in the day, and trying to do that when your hands are in about 30 different pots at the same time. But that's what makes it fun. It's never boring. Never boring.
All right. For anyone that wants to learn more about the program and see if they're a good fit, where do we go and how would we do this?
Well, one, go to our website, www.scottsdaleleadership.org. We have 3 applicant receptions coming up this spring, one in February, one in March, and one in April. These are excellent ways for folks to come out and learn more, meet some of these amazing alumni, and look at the dates for next year, class dates, and see if this is the time that's right for them. Sometimes it's not. I can't commit. I just got a new promotion. I understand that. And you only need to do it when the time is right. And some people, we say, the time is never right. You're always going to be busy.
Yeah.
So it's a commitment that you're willing to make in order to get a huge return on investment. And we have a number of sponsors that will put their employees through. They send them to us after they vetted them, and then we interview them. The applicant reception would be the easiest way to come and learn more and meet people.
About how many people make it each year, get into each
45.
class? Okay.
45 is our sweet spot.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we leave, what is your favorite Scottsdale vibe?
Oh my gosh, you've had so many people on your podcast and everything. Well, I have to say one of them is the Parada. It's coming
Yeah.
up, and we're in the middle of float building, which is always a fun time to get everybody involved. And then Saturday the 31st, we're going to do our float
It'll be the-
and have everybody walk with it. And it's a time when the whole community really comes together and spends the day together and celebrating where we started and where we are now.
I love it. Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be great fun.
Well, go find out scottsdaleleadership.org. It really is an amazing organization. You can reach out to Lee Ann anytime or myself. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. But it's one of those things that's just an easy opportunity to get involved and learn more about Scottsdale as a whole. I guarantee you, for everyone that was born and raised here, whether you're first generation or 10th, you do not know everything, and you'll learn something this too. The connections you make, the friendships, are more valuable than anything, I think. So I encourage you to really go check it out. Thank you so much, Lee Ann, for joining us. Again, we'll have all the information in the description of our episode, but there are some informational sessions coming up, so I encourage you to go check them out. We've got some great events to tell you about, but first, let's talk about our favorite real estate agent, Sean Shackleton. Buying and selling a home can be frustrating and stressful, but Sean Shackleton with the Shackleton Group is here to change that. With 26 years of experience and a true understanding of today's market, Sean works tirelessly to get you the home you deserve. She really has her finger on the pulse of the different Scottsdale neighborhoods and knows the community well. Don't settle for less and get stuck in confusion. Reach out to Sean at 480-734-7277 or visit her at theshackletongroup.com before you make your next move. Coming up, we have the Founders Day celebration on February 26th at 9 a.m. That'll be at the Little Red Hood Schoolhouse in Scottsdale. It's a free event that recognizes Scottsdale's founder, Chaplain Winfield Scott, and his wife, Helen, as champions of education. It's a really cool piece of history that's like right in the middle of Old Town. Again, wouldn't have known about unless I went there. So there's a podcast episode about that in the past too. It is the 116th anniversary of the opening of the Little Red Schoolhouse, so another great thing. Of course, with the spring comes spring training. So the 2026 Cactus League spring training is on their way. Games start Friday, February 19th. Go ahead and get your tickets now. And of course, don't forget about the Scottsdale Art Walk, on Thursdays, the Old Town Farmers Markets on Saturdays, and the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art all have exhibits going on continuously throughout the month. Have a wonderful week, Scottsdale. Keep vibing, and I'll see you around town.